coronavirus pandemic and lockdown. Maybe we could just trust our immune systems. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but first, let me take you through a dream sequence I had last night. Social distancing, COVID-19 pandemic. It's okay not to be okay. Flatten the curve. It's okay not to be okay. Stay home, be safe. Committed to your safety. Contactless delivery. Sunshine, exercise, dirt, trees, woods, animals, all that's really helpful for the immune system. I like to get some of my patients over to this local playground to get some pull-ups in and slide down the slide and all that stuff, but we'll try to find some other place. Oh, no. Pull-ups. At least I can get some ice time here. New England Sports Center, sure to get some ice time here. Man, can anybody get any athletics in anymore right now? Tagging the CDC, no mask in the woods.
I know.
Oh man. So here we are at the beach. We need to keep our distance 6 feet, wash our hands for 20 seconds. I don't know, I'm kind of guessing I couldn't catch corona if I ate a COVID sandwich down here. Sun, breeze, salt air. Anyway, more of the same silliness. We'll move on. 6 foot social distancing. It's okay not to be okay. Yikes. You know, there can be no thorough discussion of this coronavirus nightmare without an honest examination of the massive politics behind it. Therefore, I don't propose to offer anything thorough here because I'm not going down that road today. But I do have some thoughts on the topic. You know, I could sit here on my high throne and tell you to do this and don't do that, and vaccine this and no vaccine that, and these supplements will help and these won't. That's really not my goal. I think it's more to get you perhaps thinking about things in a little different way when it comes to health. Empower you to make your own decisions using information to your advantage and maybe doing some research on your own. So I want to start with a little story. My dad was a lawyer, and when I was about 12 years old, we were sitting at the dinner table. He talked about a young client of his who'd gotten in a bit of a jam. During the interview, Dad asked, "Are you in school?" And the young man said, "No, I'm not." He said, "Oh, why not?" He said, "I don't like it." And my dad's answer hit me like a ton of surgical masks, and it has resonated with me to this day. He sat back and thought a second and said, "Well, maybe that's exactly why you ought to be there." And bam, that struck me like a bolt of lightning. That simple thought. His point, of course, was that no growth can really happen without effort, without challenge, without work behind it. Do you play chess? Did you run cross country in high school? Did you play football, baseball, basketball, hockey? Gymnastics? Have you learned a second language? Did you take algebra? Do you play piano? Do you play the guitar? Did you get better at any of those things by not doing them? Did you take 3 months off from weight training and come back stronger, bigger? Did you take time off from cross country and come back faster? No, you get better at none of those things. You improve at none of those things without putting effort in. What does this have to do with what we're talking about COVID-19? Well, the point is, it's the same thing for your immune system. So let's say you hide under your bed in a hazmat suit for 3 months, as the government and big medicine has been recommending. How do you think your immune system will react when you finally step outside into the real world? Guess what? Not really good. You know why? Because the immune system needs challenges too to remain strong. For 2,000 centuries, human beings have been building immune function by being in the soil, in the dirt, in the woods, in the sand, in the sun, in the air. And that is the way immune systems get challenged and respond. That's how we build immunity. That's how children build immunity, being outside and playing in the dirt. It's not healthy, we've known this for years, to disinfect every surface we touch with bleach and to use antibacterial soap. Do you know there are over 100 trillion microbes in and around and on the body at all times? 97 to 99% of those are very healthful. The strongest immune systems are built by a great diversity of microbes. Hi guys. Jack Gilbert is a scientist at the University of Chicago. He studies microbial ecosystems, and he wrote a book called Dirt is Good: The Advantage of Germs for Your Child's Developing Immune System. Sort of echoes what we've known really for centuries. We wanted to find out what was actually known about the risks involved when modern day children come in contact with germs. And to quote Dr. Gilbert, most of the exposures were actually beneficial. He talked about some of the things that parents are doing wrong. Over-sterilizing the environment, keeping their children from ever getting dirty, keeping them out of the backyard, sterilizing everything they touch. Dog licks in the face are actually extremely beneficial for the child. So again, we just want to stimulate the immune response by living in the world. Let's not be overly concerned with making everything as sterile as we can get it. So I want to quote a couple of researchers in an article out of US News and World Report. One is Dr. Chris Carpenter, who's head of infectious diseases at a hospital in Michigan, who says, "I'm a sound believer that we're too clean of a society. Our fear of germs has pushed us too far into trying to keep everything safe and sterile. That extreme is harming us more than it's helping us." And Dr. Kiran Krishnan, who is a microbiologist in Florida, who said exposure to microbes is an essential part of being human. The role of microbes is crucial to building a strong immune system. A study in 2015 in Occupational and Environmental Medicine, which is a peer-reviewed international journal, studied the effects of the use of bleach in the homes of 9,000 kids in Spain, Finland, and the Netherlands. The incidence of infections such as flu, tonsillitis, sinusitis, bronchitis, and pneumonia were more prevalent in the homes where bleach was used. Okay, that said, I want you to realize this is a very positive video. And I'm going to take you back in a second and show you my personal routine, nutritional. We know that in addition to exposure to sunlight, which is critical for formation of vitamin D in the body, air, dirt, etc., exposure to microbes is all critical for the developing immune system. There's also the chemistry side, which is the nutritional end. We're going to go over that in just a little bit. But I want to leave you with a couple of quick thoughts before I do. Number one, remember in grade school when we learned the very basics of human biology, which said that we take oxygen into the system, we use it up, the cells expel waste called carbon dioxide, and we expel that via the lungs, out the nose, and the mouth. Think about putting a mask on your face all day long and rebreathing that carbon dioxide waste product. It's not healthful. Mother Nature designed us to get rid of it, and that's what we should do. One more thought-provoking question for you to ponder after this video is over. Assume that 100 people are in a room and all contract the same virus, corona, COVID, the flu. And let's say that one of those 100 dies. Can we really ascribe that death to the virus? Or is it more that that person's immune system wasn't up to the task and 99 of those 100 immune systems were? This is the point we're getting at here. If we support our immune systems nutritionally and environmentally, we can beat this thing virtually every single time. Yes, it's an important virus, it's deadly to some, but if you look at the statistics, it's a pretty narrow range of folks that succumb. Average age probably 78 to 80 years old or more. In almost all cases with prior compromises to their systems, heart disease, etc. So really the COVID is the straw that breaks the camel's back, if you will. So let's hyperspace now to my house. I'm going to show you my simple routine, my immune supporting system of some specific nutrients that I do every day to give myself the fighting chance against all manner of disease, including this COVID. So follow me, let's go. All right, so here we are at the house. Beauty of editing. Okay, so what do we do to keep healthy in this scenario of COVID-19? Basically, the same thing you do during flu season, allergy season, and every day of every other season throughout the year. It's an immutable law of Mother Nature that if you treat your cellular system, your immune system, with respect through diet and lifestyle, it will take care of you through life's inevitable health and wellness ups and downs. Remember, cells heal with nutrients, not drugs. Cellular health is directly proportional to the quality of nutrient building blocks available for repair and growth. All states of chronic ill health and disease are associated with underlying inflammation. Heart disease, cancer, stroke, diabetes, Alzheimer's, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, all of them. By definition, you cannot be healthy while at the same time in a state of chronic inflammation. They are mutually exclusive. You can consult multiple videos of mine where I talk about the basic tenets of good health. In a nutshell, fresh air, exercise, water, sleep, sunshine, healthful fats, greens, proteins, etc. The biggest two factors are let's decrease sugar to the minimal that we can, and let's decrease wheat gluten. Consult those videos for much more in-depth on that. Specific supplements I like to use every day to support my system are these. Vitamin D. This is an absorbable liquid I love. Vitamins A and C. Much data confirming immune system and cellular strengthening by those. Zinc, especially important, antivirus and antibacterial protection. But the biggest key for me every single day I never miss is the wonderful, amazing, powerful healing effects of various medicinal mushrooms, otherwise known as functional foods. There are literally thousands of published studies, many found in the National Library of Medicine, on the incredible effects of a handful of healthy mushrooms that have been used in Chinese medicine for 2,000 years. Literally 2,000 studies in the National Library of Medicine on this healing mushroom alone, reishi. Everything from anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial, you name it, you can find a study that supports the healing effects of this. Cordyceps mushroom, I did a video last year on the healing effects with pancreatic cancer. Lion's mane, did a video on that, on the incredible cognition powers of that and brain healing, traumatic brain injury, etc. Five Defenders, a combination of 5 healing mushrooms from my friends here at Real Mushrooms. And turkey tail, you can look up some interesting data on that in the cancer healing world as well. So the beauty of these mushrooms is that they are deliverable beautifully to the system in hot beverages, teas, and coffee. And if you're like me, your morning coffee is a ritual you don't like to skip. I'm going to leave you now with a little peek into my morning ritual, the way I make my coffee every single day, and leave knowing that my cells are getting a beautiful infusion of broad spectrum nutrition, amino acids, essential fatty acids, etc. So butter, turkey tail, and then cordyceps. This is the key. Yours in vibrant health, Dr. J.